Welcome to Bobbi Jo's. I am continuing my low carb Thanksgiving series. Today we're going to do another side, and this is a side that even if you're not on low carb, you need it at Thanksgiving. It's deviled eggs. So the way I do deviled eggs is I steam them. So I got my little steaming basket. I got water underneath. This is one of those you can make ahead of time so you're not rushing to do this on Thanksgiving Day. I have this deviled egg plate. Isn't that pretty? This is a vintage, I think it's from the 1940s or 50s. I'd have to look it up. But that's what I'll serve them on. Now all I'm going to do is put a lid on this, stick it on the stove on high heat, and I'm going to set the timer for 18 minutes. And then in 18 minutes we'll remove it from the stove and I'll show you how to do the rest. Okay, I've got it turned on high heat, lid's on. Don't do anything to it, just let it go for 18 minutes. The timer went off. I've turned the stove off, but I'm going to let it sit here for a couple of minutes. I'm going to get a bowl of water and put some ice in it. Okay, so there's my ice water. Now I'm going to do is drop these eggs down into this ice water. I'm just going to let them sit here for about 5-10 minutes till they cool off, and then we'll peel the eggs. Okay, these sat a little longer than normal, and it's okay if it cracks like that. But a lot of my stuff drained out of it, so it's not going to make a even deviled egg, so I'm going to give it to Steve and let him eat it. After it's cooled down in ice water, they're really easy to peel. I'm going to go rinse it off under the sink faucet just to make sure I don't have any little shards of egg shell on it. And then I just put it on a paper towel and let it dry a little bit, because I'm going to dab them dry once I'm done. But see how the eggshells, they get them just right, they'll all just peel off at one time. Okay, I'm going to finish peeling these and I'll be back in just a minute. Alright, they're all shelled, so I'm going to take this and dump the water out, and then these shells I'm going to put in my can that I use to take out to the compost bin, because you can compost these. Okay, so all my eggs are peeled, just making sure I get it good and dry. Pull them over this way a little, if you can see what I'm doing. Oh, I need a bowl. Okay, use a little spoon, a knife, a butter knife, something like that. All we're gonna do, if you've never made deviled eggs, they're really simple. You're just gonna cut your egg in half. You're going to remove the yolk. Just like that. And then you want to put your egg slices in your deviled egg tray. People use all different types of ingredients when they're making their deviled eggs. Some people like relish. I've seen some with bacon bits in it. Carla's coming over here because she's like, Mom's going to drop something. I know it. On our deviled eggs, just do mayo, mustard, salt, pepper, and paprika. And I use smoked paprika. And that's all I put on ours. And I do more mustard than I do mayo. Most recipes call for more mayo than mustard. Steve loves mustard, so we make these for Steve. These are usually Steve's snack, but I'm showing you how to do them for Thanksgiving. So we're going to try to make them a little more presentable than what I normally make them. Because normally I will just smoosh all this up, put the ingredients in, and just glob it in here. This time I'm going to pipe it in there and try to make it all pretty. Not sure how it'll turn out, but we'll see.
As long as it tastes good.
As he said, as long as it tastes good, that's all that matters. And then you can put some more in the center here. I'm just going to do 3 in the center. Like that. Okay, so there's our egg halves. I'm going to set those to the side. I still have another egg and a half of an egg here. But I always make extra because I have this container I got off of Amazon. You can stick in the fridge. It's really good if you're taking your eggs somewhere. Very good for transportation. Stick them down in a bag with an ice pack if you're going to be gone a while. But that's what I store the eggs in the fridge in. I'm just showing you how you can make them pretty for Thanksgiving. Okay, I'm going to transfer these over here to this bigger bowl. Well, this is actually a casserole dish. I need something a little bigger because I'm going to use the blender to get it really smooth. Normally I just use a fork, smash it all together, all the ingredients together with a fork. But since I'm going to be piping the filling into the egg halves, I want to make sure it's good and smooth. Okay, we're going to add in an 1/8 teaspoon of Himalayan salt. I'm just going to grind some black pepper in here. I would say do about 1/4 cup of mayonnaise. I don't even know if I have 1/4 cup of mayonnaise left. We're just going to use what I have left. Also have this nifty little KitchenAid spatula that goes down into jars so you can get everything out of that jar. I always use more mustard. Like I said, Steve loves mustard. He's not a big mayo fan. I think he was kind of upset when he found out I actually use a mayo in them, but that's the only way you can get them smooth, unless you put a little honey in them. Okay, if you want a little thinner, which you're going to need if you're going to be piping this into the shells or the halves, you're going to have to add a little bit more. Let's add some more mustard. Scrape the sides of the bowl down. That ought to be smooth enough. It's going to have a little bit of lumps in there because it's egg. Steve, you want to lick these beaters?
Sure.
To be thick to where it'll stand up. You don't want it thin where it's just going to run out. Okay, get my piping bag. Okay, we're going to stick this down in the bag. We're going to work it down to the tip. Then we're going to cut it. We're going to make a little spot right there to cut it. Gonna stick our star on there and then screw this on like that. And it's ready to use. And you want to fold this down. Like that. And then we're going to fill the bag. Go down in there. Push this together like that so you can pull all that off the spatula. I could have probably got it all in there, but I don't want to overfill. So you want to make sure you get all the air out. Push it down. See, it's coming out the tip right there. Twist your bag. And we'll start with the one in the center. Trying to keep my hands out the way so you can see what I'm doing. And we're just going to fill it like that. I'll twist it. And fill it. See how pretty that is? I'll have to do a close-up in a minute. All right, I'm gonna finish filling these and I'll be back in a minute, but let me show you what we got so far. Knew that was gonna happen. Just gonna sprinkle, try to sprinkle just a little bit. That first one got a bunch. Just enough to give it a little bit of color. There are our deviled eggs for Thanksgiving. Steve thinks they're drill worthy. I already know that, so we don't have to get a Steve review on them. He's over there licking the bowl and the beaters and everything else. So anyway, this is another one of those low carb recipes you can make for Thanksgiving, and deviled eggs are always a hit. Always good to make for any holiday or a snack. Stay tuned for the next video in my low carb Thanksgiving series. Thanks so much for watching. Y'all have a blessed day.